This topic is Cam Newton, Jason Whitlock. Gonna break it down. It's crazy because I went on my favorite website, Awful Announcing, once again, and they didn't have this on here. I had no idea that Jason Whitlock was beefing with Cam Newton because my favorite website that's supposed to aggregate all the sports and sports media doesn't like Jason Whitlock so much they won't even put it in something with him and Cam Newton. Now, I hope I'm wrong and I just skipped over it, but I don't. I see all their stories. That's where most of this stuff comes from. Whew. This world, man, they suppress you under their thumb. Don't be under somebody's thumb. I understand. We all got to go through that process. We got to get to the point where we are the thumb. But Bill Belichick got a slob on the knob like corn on the cob. Check in with me. Didn't do your job. I got to be that guy just to get in the Hall of Fame, man. Fuck your Hall of Fame if I'm Bill Belichick. Matter of fact, didn't T.O. say like when they let him in, he was like, I'm not going or I don't want to go in? Something like that. That's what Bill Belichick should do. I'm not going in, so I'm being real rich right now. I'm on one to tell them not to do something. But damn it, you got to make a message out of this. You can't just go in there and then they take your lashings, take your lashings, 365 days of lashes, and then they say, now you may enter. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. Give them that glory tier, Denzel. Wrong with you? Trying to punk me. Because I ain't want to say hi to you. Fuck hi. Ooh. Okay, let's get into this. Jason Whitlock, Cam Newton, Let's beat up some comments first. John Doe says, Skip better keep the same energy when TB is up. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting when that goes down. John Doe says, I'm a highly intelligent dude. I love when y'all say good things about me. Thank you. I'll read the bad ones too. Here we go. See, like Real Jim says, I disagree with Marcellus, but I watch and love him still. What you disagree with? That's cool. I told you, I'm going to Japan. You're going to Japan. We just going different ways. I love it. All right. Speaking of going different ways, this is going to go different ways. Let's go.
And racialize the conversation at ESPN.
I do not think Kevin Stefanski wants Shedeur Sanders to succeed. For this to be the first move that Matt Ryan made. Kevin Stefanski?
No facts, just emotion, just a discussion of everything through a racial lens. It's a clown show at ESPN. And Cam, I know Cam thinks I don't like him, and Cam can't wait to see me. He can't wait to beat up a 58-year-old man. Cam, good luck with it. Cam, I'm trying to actually give you good advice. If you want to know why Matt Ryan can make one Super Bowl appearance, get one MVP, and then have the Atlanta Falcons say, hey, you should be the president of our organization, and why you can't get that opportunity with the Carolina Panthers or anybody, no one's putting you in a position of responsibility and decision making. It's because you have decided you would rather play the buffoon than actually be a decision maker and a true impact maker. But you want to blame white racism rather than yourself.
Woo! Jeez. Jesus. Okay. I'm not a fan, don't like, am against calling somebody a clown and buffoon because of the path that they're taking and the way that they're using their rhetoric, okay? So there's another way of saying you disagree with Cam Newton than going to those terms, because all you're doing now is getting lost in the noise and we're losing the signal. What Jason Whitlock is saying, and he did say it, but he also put the hot sauce on it, was, hey, at ESPN, y'all, the repetitive nature of looking at conversations racially is obnoxious, excessive, and is harmful. It is. It really is. Like being a 51-year-old black man. So I remember from all the way back when I was a 7-year-old black boy, and looking at now to then and all the things that helped me along that journey, good, bad, and ugly, I can assess them all because some of the bad helped you. Some of the no's turned into yes later. So I'm not stupid to say that everything has to happen for you that is good for good to be the result. No. You can turn some lemons into lemonade, as they say. But to call Cam out like that, I'm against that. Whitlock knows. I've worked with Whitlock before. Duh, right? So I'm like, I don't do that. But he does. So let's talk through it. He's just given now Cam license to obviously return fire. Same caliber, same ammunition. If not, let's take it there. But I do understand what Whitlock is saying. Now, before Cam even speaks, Cam got to understand what this man is saying. He's trying to say, look, dog, why do you have an issue? Let's stay focused. Why you got an issue with Kevin Stefanski? Did you have an issue with Kevin Stefanski before Shedeur got there? Let's just go there. Because a lot of times we look at Kevin Stefanski different now than we did back then. One, he was in Cleveland. So like, it's amazing that anybody who is for the community, for the culture, they love to bring up when some kid makes it from a tough environment. They love to bring up, oh, Marcellus was a valedictorian and he's from Compton or something like that. You know, they love to find, oh, that kid, Akila and the B. She went to Crenshaw, but she won the national spelling bee. They love that. But then when you see Kevin Stefanski, a white man trying to just win a game in Cleveland, you don't love that. You forget the circumstances. You forget the environment then. That's why we gave Belichick some credit last segment. He won a playoff game in Cleveland. Like, that's sick. In all seriousness, it does matter where you're drafted. It does matter where you're coaching. Look at the coaching carousel this year. It's horrible. Who wants to go any of these places for real? They asked John Gruden. John Gruden said, psh, I ain't going to no Jets. You crazy. On his staff or not? No. So let's not forget that. But let's not also forget that Jason already got 2 unnecessary roughness penalties on one play. So now, I'm scared. Because these 4th and 1s go. He goes, Gilly, duck. He's gotten you so many times. Let's see. Gilly! I knew it.
Watch out. I'm through with you.
Strong statements right there.
What's his name?
Jason Whitlock.
Oh, yeah. Jason! You got my undivided attention, brother.
Ooh-wee.
What would you have me do, old Jace? Would you rather me be a puppet? Would you rather me go against the grain? Would you rather me not speak how I truly feel? Would you rather me just be a pawn on a chessboard? No. There's one thing about me, Mr. Whitlock, that you must understand. You call it clown, a buffoon, all these different name calling. I say it this way. My voice to the culture is way more heavier than I even expected it to be.
Damn, Florida, why y'all kick that boy out? Let me stop. More heavier. I just got to get my jokes in. I got to bring this down because this is tension in the air. I can smell it. I can feel it. So more heavier just as funny. Anyway.
I owe a service to speak up for the muzzled. I owe a service to speak up for the muted. I owe a service to speak up to the forgotten or the overlooked. I owe a service to make sure that when I do grace a TV screen, my dialect, my tone, my vernacular, my words that I utter is not only factual, but it's also relatable to my kind. My kind is not just a color. My kind is just not a gender. My kind is not just what you may think as racial slander. My kind is for the people who understand and can relate. Sorry, Jay.
Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to get educated, and maybe I should just listen more instead of stopping him right now, but I know I will forget this moment. His kind that understands and relates can be misconstrued as an echo chamber, to Jason's point. Because then if you loosely extract echo chamber, means you're only talking to people that understand and relate. What about the people who don't understand it? What about the people who don't relate? They're still part of the audience. So I think that was a clever way of Cam saying what Jason was saying, but without saying it the way Jason said it, because you can't agree in an argument, right? But I'm going to give him a chance to kind of clear that up. But if you slow that down, that looked like the same move, just done on a different side of the ball.
Jason, but it's abundantly clear that you're not liked much. That's fine. Because I appreciate you trying to create a narrative that just isn't right. I'm not going to send threats. I'm not going to send any type of, mixed reviews. I genuinely can't wait to run into you so we can have a discussion. Because one thing that I've always battled with my whole entire life, Jason, and you fall victim to that as well too with your critique of who Cam Newton is.
I'm going to have to give some pregnant pause to that one. We're going to have to guess, what is that? Huh? What is it about Cam that he wants to get off his chest? But let me just say this right quick for anybody out there who is doing this, because I know a lot of people get caught up in this and guilty of this. I got this weird, my Tourette's is weird. I hear this a lot, and I always respond. I always get triggered when people say, oh, I can't wait so we can have a conversation. And I'm like, so why are you waiting? You can wait. You have not seen Jason Whitlock. And Cam is what, 30-something, 40? Whitlock said he's 58. So let's just, like you said, everything you're saying is factual. You can wait. You've been waiting. This whole, this is just this world of machismo that we all live in where it's like, oh, dog, when I see you, it's on. It's like, okay. You saying that for me or for you? I don't need to get prepped. I'm ready. I'm a dog. I don't need to stretch. As soon as I see food, I'm eating. So this whole I can't wait to see you, and then when I see you, I hate that. And then you way across the room and you way across the room first. Are we gonna act like we see each other? We're gonna act like we not. Am I in the mood to do this right now? No. Okay. And then people was, oh, that's Cam. Oh, that's Jason. Oh, my God. And then they start riling it up. Next thing you know, y'all gotta meet. And then y'all, hey, can I talk to you for a second over here? You know me. Obviously, I would oblige because I don't want to be disrespectful because I know eyes are on us. But being real, all I needed was a hey, hi, bye. Because we could wait. You're waiting for a coincidental meeting as proof that you can't wait. You see how illogical that sounds? Continue.
Is Cam Newton is always misunderstood.
Oh.
I've never seen you.
That's true.
I've never met you. And I would love that day where I'm able to shake your hand and have a real discussion about who I really am. That's not a threat. That's not me trying to intimidate you as a 50-year-old individual. I think for me, I've coined the phrase. A lot of people may say, hey, I'm the culture's uncle. Well, I've coined the phrase that I'm the culture's cousin. We always got that one person in the family that just is an outlaw. But one thing about it, they ain't never really wrong. It's just the delivery sometimes can be altered. And I'm working on that. Now, I hope you wasn't referring to me as not being educated. I hope you were referring to me as not being the person that you want me to be, because that ain't in always everybody's best interest. We live in a free country. We live in a country where you're pushed to be all you can be. You could be anything. You could be the president of the United States. You could be a business owner, small business owner. You can be a CEO. You can have a 9-to-5 and another 9-to-5 and another 9-to-5 and a 5-to-9. But before I allow you or anybody else to be something that I'm not, I will remind you, Jason, that your critique of me saying or having the thought that I have no facts and no backing to my specific discussions and topics, you're absolutely wrong. And it's sad because they always say, it be your own kind.
Facts.
Man, this is heavy.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so